Hey friends, today is a pretty warm day. We are in the low 50s here where I am. And so I thought I would take this opportunity to come out and check on my little pond and see how it's doing because we're going to get freezing temperatures again next week and some snow. There's my big fish. I've had him for like 7 or 8 years, or her. Still don't have a name. So if you have any suggestions, I would take it. So what I do to winterize my pond is I put netting on it, as you can see, and then I put these poles across it so that it holds the netting up, because when leaves fall onto the pond, it dips down in, and a lot of leaves actually fall. I had to clear a bunch, but it dips down into the pond and then the fish can get tangled. I have 9 little feeder fish and I just don't want them to get tangled, but you can see right there how it sort of weights it down. So I use these Dollar Tree broom handles to keep the netting up. You don't want to use any metal poles, but you could use PVC. And then if you see the clear tubing that I have here, that is to get oxygen into the water in case the top of the pond freezes, which it already has, and it does regularly. So you want your pond to be at least 18 inches deep so the fish can go down to the bottom, and you want to pump air into your pond. Fish don't die if the pond freezes on top because they freeze. They die because of the lack of oxygen and the buildup of gases. I'm going to leave my Amazon storefront linked in the description box below. And I do have this it's just a cheap aquarium pond. You can go into Walmart, you could get the same thing, but if you want an easy way to get it, you can check it out there. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. But I love this pond. It doesn't look like much right now because, of course, it's winter. There's old leaves there, which I'm leaving to sort of protect some of the plants that I planted. And I still have to really figure out landscaping around it. I have a lot of rocks and I had to do a pond repair, which is why this looks in such disarray. It cracked. But I decided to go with some herbs to plant in front of my pond. Over there, like we're looking at right now, is oregano. And the 2 things we saw before is rosemary. And in the back, I planted thyme, which was initially doing good and then wasn't, because why not plant herbs that I can actually use? Over here, I don't know. Maybe I'll just get grass growing and not like bite off more than I can chew. But herbs are a great landscaping option because, number 1, they look great. They smell great. You can use them. Well, that's number 2 and 3, but they look great. They smell great. You can use them. If you pick the right ones, they're very hardy and you don't have to worry about them dying off or anything like that. But let me show you what this little aquarium air pump is. It's not a filter, it's just an air pump. And you just want to make sure you get oxygen down in. Don't feed your fish if it's cold. If it's a warm day like today, don't feed them. They're fine. So I just put this Dollar Tree thing over it because sometimes the electricity shorts out if we get rain. It's literally just this little thing. It's like between $10 and $15, and it's got a clear air tube, which that's not good. Got to get that back on there. So hang on 1 second and I will get that going. All right. So I just weighted it down with this thing on my porch, and you want to make sure that your tube is always connected. You want to make sure that it's always working and cover it in case it rains so it doesn't short out. Get yourself a pond. It's gorgeous, gorgeous in the nice weather, and the water sounds amazing. So relaxing.